Hey everyone, Wicked Jutto here. Time for another Build My Bases. This is episode 4 of our build series for Fairwater. Okay, so last time we got disconnected, but that's fine. That stuff happens. Okay, so basically we were playing with the idea of this enforcer, so let's put him back in. Did we lose any other progress? Let's see. Nope, I think we're good there, so just the enforcer. So let's put the enforcer back in. And then we had definitely armor, and it would be a cross between this optical implant and the reflex manipulation. Let's go with reflex for now. And then we're just simply pathing him left and right. Then he'll just kind of be at a random position, and you know, unless like you're shooting the top here, I mean, we could even fit a little bird in there. Let's maybe do that. Let's get wild. Let's just really F with the player. Now there is a downside to doing this, in that we may block too many bolts, and therefore we you know, mess up our whole build. But let's just work with this and see if it works. Again, the best way to do things. Ooh, this is a little tricky, a little spicy. The best way to do things is to just try, see what sticks. Okay, right, because we wanted that. Okay, I'm just trying to play in my head. We did miss a couple changes, so let's do that. We got a sentry and a sentry. There's supposed to be like a new mod that got unlocked. Fascinating. I swear there was supposed to be a new mod for sentry, but maybe it got taken out of the game. Who knows? It's hard to keep up with this game. Okay, so then again, we can, like, we have time to path the Hornet into the correct position, because like start will be all the way there and they have to walk up all of this, so we got time. So let's do that. Let's create a Hornet. Okay, and we want the same, so we want armor and we want reflex. Ooh, do we want short leash? What's more threatening? A chasing Hornet or a sniping Hornet? Probably a short leash, I think. We want to keep pressure at a distance. Try and force those players back into their little corrosive corridor and then snipe away. Anyway, we'll see. So let's path him down, and then we kind of want him to do... I already see a problem with this. Because what's going to happen is he'll come back to the top here. That's a real pickle. And if he jumped down, we couldn't make him record guard patrol. Alright. What a pickle. What about this? What if we did this? Again, it's not ideal, but I think it's okay for now. Got a bunch of blocks we don't need. Okay, so what are we trying to do? So you have to be there. And basically all I'm gonna do is is I'm gonna have a Hornet. Let's see if I can shift scroll wheel to bring it closer. There we go. And then we'll just have the Hornet. Now it does mean that there's a bit of time where he's not actually guarding, but you know, so yeah. Let's put the mods, armor and bloodlust. Okay, let's try it. Is that good? A little slow. Let's try it. The silliness. I mean, we could jam a third one in, right? We got capacity too, so like, why the hell not? Okay, we can get around that. So let's do that. Do that. The only problem is this is a little it can be boom shot, basically, the demo cannon. There's a bit of capacity if I added more into it. See, this is the problem. When you try to condense something too much, you get the opposite effect where it just means like it's ineffective because you can just like take advantage of everything being clustered together. So let's not put a second Hornet in just for the fact that we want to right. Shoot. How do we make this work with Harvey? Is the question. So basically, I want this tile open for Harvey to path. Alright, this may work. I believe this is actually pathable. So let's put you in. I believe Harvey can walk through that. So let's just put back the Enforcer. Did I set a timer? I did not. I apologize. This video might go for a bit longer than normal, but that's okay. Right, and we wanted reflex on this guy. So this guy has, whoops, what mod? I think we wanted short leash. Sorry, so that's short leash, not bloodlust. Okay, and then okay, so then we just want to path this guy. Just kind of dance around a bit, and they should kind of hopefully cover enough ground. Okay, cool. Alright, let's give it a quick test. So the idea is like, we're just making a... Let's first just trigger it and see if the bolts still fly. Yeah, they do. So Hornet's Ted and the Enforcer's dead. This is already threatening, so that's consistent. Okay, so just want to jump back into test, and what we want to test is now trying to shoot a bolt, see what happens. Okay, so there is a chance of being able to shoot it, so it's not going to be impenetrable, but it's kind of like a small percentage chance that you shoot the Enforcer instead. So it's not to try and stop that from being like invincible, because that's basically impossible. the way you do that is you'd have so many enforcers kind of just dropped in and hornets. I guess that the problem is it just blocks too many bolts, and then you get you don't get that initial, you know, thing working. I was thinking, unfortunately we're too far out, because I'm wondering, like, if we, like, because this has a big range, right? Not really. Because what I was thinking is, if we are at the build limit, but say we had an extra tile, we could push it out further. But we basically want... I think we can do it. Because really, this is only going to engage when... Yeah, it will engage at this point. So we actually have one extra tile available to push that bolt back. Because then if we could do that, we could stop this guy from spawning here, and he could just, you know, kind of run around there. So I think let's do that. It does mean a lot of build changes need to happen, because basically we're pushing this back one. So just fast forward this if you don't want to see this. It's just going to be me trying to extend everything by one. So apologies for that. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to shift left, so then we have one extra space, that's right. Okay. Just getting this kind of ground stuff working first. Okay. So we go here. I'm not gonna set this up. We get the idea. That can be there, and now we've got the space we need, and then obviously we need to change this a little bit. This is really annoying. I wish there was like kind of a copy paste tool where you could like kind of copy a section somehow and, you know, copy paste it, but you know, so be it. Yeah, this is unfortunately just going to be a little tedious to copy across. This was Chaos and Spring. Okay, I can go... Yeah, lots of tiles we don't need. Alright. Yeah, lots of that's needed, but those are okay. Cool. We don't need you. We do need to move these across. Okay. Cool. we can put our enforcer. Sorry, I'm kind of like blazing through this, but otherwise it's just going to be a long video. Did we time it? We did. Okay. Okay, let's just adjust these, make sure these are all correct. Okay, so we've got some holes here. Let's just fill in these holes. Right. Okay. That's alright. That needs to be like that, I believe, and then we split it here. Like that. Okay. Might actually want to do like that. I'm not sure if it matters, but you never know. Okay, and then we just do that. Okay. Obviously this would need to be opaque, and let's just make this opaque as well. Just so you don't get any vision of this is the main thing. Okay, we'll just put in some of these back walls. Just because we're not doing dead man switch anymore, so we don't need that. And let's see, so I think some of the, yeah, that's not possible. We'll just have to tweak these. That doesn't get anything. That's not needed. That's not needed. That's not needed. Okay, and then place and place with the splash. Okay, and then that is not needed. That is needed. This isn't needed, and this isn't needed. And that needs splash. Again, I'm kind of speeding through this, just bear with us. Alright, and then I think that's it. I probably missed something, but we'll fix that up later. Okay, so now we've pushed this out, we should now be able to fit both minions in, just to help with that block. And what we can do is kind of offset them, so one's going this way and the other is going the other way, so hopefully we can time it in such a way that they are more likely to block. So he gets faster shoot, then the Hornet. Oops. The Hornet gets that with the short leash. Now, I think this is another problem that could happen, is the Hornet might shoot the Enforcer. So be it. You know what I mean? You can't like protect for everything. Left, right, complete. And then we could do these little parts. Fly up, that way, complete. I'm quite happy with the pathing. How's that look? Well, they kind of... I think it's okay. I mean, again, it's probably not perfect, but it's probably good enough. I don't want to commit too many resources, that's the problem. It just becomes like a target. Okay, so it still gets its shot off and the splash isn't coming down. Somehow that didn't apply. Too much stuff happens, so let's just take out the bomb shot. We know to put it in, right? And we don't have the lasers, so that's fine. Again, if I haven't said this in another video, make sure when you're testing parts of your build, try to test it in isolation. Otherwise, if too many things are happening all at once, you miss the effectiveness or improve the effectiveness of some of these traps. Okay. I kind of forgot what I was saying, but just make sure you test in isolation. That still works. Man, that like delay of like not being able to respawn is really hurting us. I just need to be able to see that the splash damage is still working. These all have splash. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, what's going on? I think I didn't put the overshot mod on. Okay, let's do that quickly. And this is why you test when missing a mod. Overshot basically means that it will shoot further. In our case, it means it will penetrate more of these blocks. So make sure to put the overshot on. Somehow it's not triggering these ones. Let's try this again. This is what happens when you start firing. Oops. Try one more time. Yeah, there's a dead spot here. Let's fix that. So all that means is we're gonna move you, do you, do you, do you, do you. Okay, and do that. Do that. Okay, and then we can do that, do that, do that, do that. With the splash. Okay, let's test that. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let's just try it one more time. Yeah, that's let's now try to grapple. Just make sure that works. I think we should be good. The added benefit of getting shot in the back, but that looks good, I think, from what I can tell. So let's switch back to build. Just make sure this all lines up down here, which it doesn't. Okay, I'm just gonna move this back. Splash. Just want to make sure did I mess up anything here? Okay, so just trying to see if there's any more gaps. I think that's good. Let's. Oh, this one's a little too far out though. So let's change here. So think we established that that has to be like that, otherwise Harvey. Basically, there are little safe zones, but if raiders are seeing this for the first time, they're not gonna know that. Okay, so got bomb shot, bomb split. That needs to be fixed. Let's just do that now. Otherwise, I will forget. So that needs to be like that. Oh right, we wanted to test the main thing, which was trying to shoot a bolt there. Okay, so shoot. Hey, perfect. That's exactly what we want. We want like raiders to shoot, and there's that small chance that it hits one of the guys, and instead of that bolt shot. So that's mwah, chef's kiss. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so far so good. So I think that's about it for this room. Okay, so let's fill in some of these other traps. So we definitely want the blind bolt shot, because that is like just deadly as F. And we want these sentries for sure to kind of force players to shoot their bolts. I don't think we need any of these. Yeah. So they're just vanilla. Yeah, and we want raiders to engage from a distance, just to try and attempt to try and snipe them off, just to make it that they have less bolts to play with. Okay, and I think a bolt shot here is good. We could either consider more bombs or a bolt shot, but let's just go with a bolt shot. Okay. Right, so we've got the bolt shot in with Hunter, double down. Okay, we also have the bomb split, so let's put you in with the chaos and the spring load. And then on this side, what do we want to do? I still reckon this these grabbers can be really deadly. This is kind of nice because it pushes raiders into a little tight corridor there, so that's cool. We probably want... If we were to put grenades there, I think there's chance that it's going to blow up some of our own stuff, so let's not do that. So let's do that. With the hunter, where does that kind of... Right, so it's going to trigger there. Is that what we want? Yeah, because we want that to be deadly. Let's see, I'm wondering, maybe we did this. It looks unusual, but just because of the way these angles play with these blocks, these raised blocks, I think will work better. So let's put you in with Hunter, and if you look at the kind of target radius, it means all of this like is covered, which is what we want. And then the question is, what do we put up here? Let's put a spike trap. It's a little bit concealed, which is nice. So it's a bit harder to snipe, no mods. We do want the grease chains and the quick launch. And I reckon that's about it for this room. So I think let's just put these pistons in and the flame trap. We're kind of at time, but let's just kind of put these in so I don't forget for next time. Put the flames, put the extended. I'm kind of ripping through this quickly, so yeah. I've got build guides on how to set the piston flame trap, so go check that out if you want a slower, more run through of that. And I've actually got guides on all of these. The bomb split, the blind bolt shot. So again, if you want to check out specific guides, that they're just in the Build My Bases playlist. Okay, with that, I think that will do for this episode. So next episode, we want to maybe think about how we connect the gen map, and also let's maybe connect up the Harvey path. We're at 2,800 capacity of 4,500, so we still got a bit of capacity to play with. So next time we might even think about adding another room or something just to kind of round things out before we finish off this build. So thanks everyone for joining. If you like this kind of content, consider liking and subscribing. It really helps us out, and we'll see you in the next one.